So Homer has a banner and a win here at the circuit. We're going to move on to the girls now. It'll be the USATF division for the 15 through 18-year-olds. Going to have 2 heats of this as well. Olivia Acaro is going to run on the inside in lane 3. Shawana Reynolds will run in 4. Malila Dewar will run in 5. And Raya Cooper running on the outside in lane 6. A group of youngsters here on the outside from Dyer and Cooper, just a freshman and an 8th grader in the outside lanes.
Love to see that. Getting some great high-level experience right from the start. That development arc is so important, and this is where it all begins.
Okay, where do you think, like, the mind of a true youngster, if this is your first time stepping onto a huge stage like this at the Yacht Center, you know, are you extra focused, or, you know, should you be thinking about anything out of the ordinary if you're, you know, a freshman or an 8th grader competing against the older classmen?
It's a great question. I would see this just as good opportunity for learning and knowledge. You know, especially that 8th grader. Cooper is going to start, as you were alluding to earlier with some of the races, running a little bit blind out in lane 6. So she doesn't even have a line of sight at the beginning of this race for any other runner. So in some ways, I would imagine that helps her just dial in, focus on getting the task done. She's obviously got the training, the preparation for this. And it's okay if you're a little nervous. It's okay to, you know, make a few little mistakes. That's what this is all about. It's all a learning process. So if it were me, I would just be seeing this as a great opportunity to take yourself to that next level incrementally. You know, we talk about long-term athlete development. This is exactly where it starts, but it's got to be, you know, that long arc. So starting here and just trying to move forward a little bit at a time every time you step into those blocks.
Also see Cooper.
It does look like Cooper is a scratch. Sorry about that, Ben.
Oh, yes. No, you're right. Absolutely. We're expected to see her at the 400, so possibly saving herself for that, or maybe a DNS overall for Cooper, but we'll be left with Acaro, Reynolds, and Dewar in lanes 3, 4, and 5. And we're off here in Heat 1 of the girls USATF 15-year-old 300-meter final. You can see that's Dewar competing unattached, but for Bolus, though, the freshman, running well, trying to hold on to her staggered lead. Reynolds catch a little bit here on the back. And one final turn here. Reynolds moving well, the sophomore gaining a slight advantage around the 4th turn, and it's going to be a sprint for the finish. Shawana Reynolds giving it everything she has through the line, and she is going to come away with the victory, 39-7. And what a valiant effort for her. You could just see every ounce of effort being pushed into that performance as Reynolds puts the foot on the gas and comes away victorious here in Heat 1.
Always a great start to your competition when you can dip under that 40-second mark. What a run there for Reynolds. She had that sort of coveted position in the middle of the track. She knew she had some pressure from behind, but also that line of sight to her outside. Here is the pass on the inside. She was kept under really good pressure there by Dwyer, but pulls it out for the win. You can see the head bobbing just a little bit. This is where wanting it can sometimes actually act as a bit of a detriment. If you want it too badly, it can break up the form a little bit, but she gets it done. Excellent run there to take the win in heat number 1.
And we're going to move on to heat 2. It's going to be Sophia Gaskins running on the inside in lane 3.